of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. Always got some breathing room. Look at him go. Touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Who's the team? Right there, 54 Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Gurley.
What is he doing?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
19, 53, 59.
He may try and run for this.
Hold the fucking ball!
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Man, that fucking guy.
This is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Fucking bitch.
Ooh, man.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, my God.
A toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down. He's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Oh, God.
He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, my God, I did it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
Oh, my God.
2nd goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was... coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you...
And he's going to take it. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in his first quarter. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about one man. That's exactly what they're the offensive line lower than the defensive line.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did.
Damn.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He'll get this only back to the 20.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Watson,
Fake the handoff.
Now Watson, flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. After a one-point game, 7-6. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Gurley out of the shotgun. Nice move with yield as he stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And leads to second down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up, not just the yardage you lost, not just the yardage, a few extra.
He gets his feet down, no, it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, my
He
God.
is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wilson down first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
When an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again.
Oh, my God.
Sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right. First, do know.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for that. Thank you. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion, way just shy of the marker. Draw play. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it. They want to take it.
Good shit. Good shit.
Pass midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he's flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down by Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll bring up a second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter games turn into bigger ones later.
He turns that into a nice game. Gets 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He can run for it.
Block in the back.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get to the Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll try and run first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the with Watson leading the pressure right. He's fighting for the end. This is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never good, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last 3 yards are now here, second and 7. Here's Gurley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. That one complete to Hill.
Oh my God!
Packers pick it up.
Jesus out here.
He turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I over as a player. When they catch the
ball. Oh, he was down!
You have to make
Man, they better do the right thing.
Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do.
First and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson trying to lay one up deep right complete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing again on second and 10. Watson, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I want to see my nigga run to the goddamn line. That's it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get three before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
Get in there. Good.
And Lambo this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they're making points on the board? Well done.
The second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have a 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They're looking for some situation here as we begin the first quarter.
I enjoy you talking about because now I think they can move deeper into the counters. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the shotgun, Wilson. First down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's second and 10 out from the 35. To throw again. Wilson. Throw again. This will be caught by Brown. 15 yards for the Lions there on first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Last run. Now Wilson. The shotgun. Wilson. Over the middle here to Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35.
Fired that one in there, and then the connection on a nice shot.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe the defender gets a hand in the way and then pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that 1 foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
You know, Charles, I would like to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
We the worst fucking field goal kickers in the world. Just collective, bro.
The 3 straight incompletions. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Give me the ball!
Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Oh, you dropped that.
To get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few rounds offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so it needs to change.
I think a lot of the guys will go back to the so to speak, because...
damn, I called a fucking timeout. I said it right now.
You sending it right now.
As well as...
Because DB the party
already in this game and trying to change things up.
They take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Throwing up, sitting it down. Watson rushed out on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. lot of force down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you
We're talking about that pass interference.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Watson now to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is
This secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. There's man, there's zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Somebody mic too loud.
Offense ready to kick
I ain't got nothing. Look, I'm gonna unplug it.
And then all of a sudden it just stalled out.
If you use your lead,
It's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. They like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Is it mine?
Pass into the 37 here for 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Gurley. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
My love.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself, eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson flush to his right. That's caught by Jackson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here's Mostert, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pause.
From the red zone now, Watson, and that's Elliott, complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I believe I see the darkness.
We're set. I'm 18. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, 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 kill.
I feel like CJ felt last night. What?
Alert. 53. Check 53.
Shoot.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right.
Oh, my God.
It's caught for a
I like the
Packers
sound of that.
Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I heard a touchdown. Let me see
And
what
he's a
happened.
little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts.
Damn.
Getting into the end zone.
And just think
I didn't mean to do that.
That must be fun.
and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a
CJ
touchdown
with
their
the
last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That's bullshit.
CJ
should
put the
have
ball in
that.
some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Gurley. And Got some space here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a
Can't
lot
get
of time
100 yards
in the
passing either.
offseason and continues to
I can't talk to the
during
end
the
of this
season
motherfucker.
in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Focusing on that
Give
damn
him a
game.
couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
What is it?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They
what the fuck?
At least it does get them to 4th down.
Did that shit say field goal? I know it didn't.
With the football right there. You've got to lead,
Man.
you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that was
Damn!
picked up.
I gotta take the goddamn delay game. Fuck up.
Of the night is forthcoming.
Why they got the field goal option right there?
A 66-yard attempt.
When this match is in there.
He probably got that leg, bro.
He got 99 power, but I'm not finna kick this shit.
You gotta have faith in your nigga, bro.
It ain't about that. I ain't worried about the point. If he score, I'ma lose anyway. So basically, I ain't worried about a field goal because I'd rather get the field position than the field goal.
What?
If he score, he score. He gonna have
And the play clock
he
is
gonna
going
have
to
to
run
march.
out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Oh God.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
I showed enough on to say that. CJ, get your ass back there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
He did. That's better than trying to kick that long-ass field, bro.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So, because I would have had a nigga back there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Go, CJ, go.
It's hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
John, you and CJ got a rivalry, or y'all just two teams trying to make it?
On first down, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw.
Get that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll look to throw.
Kazee.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
That gang, can CJ pull something out his ass? He's going to have to pull something out his ass.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He'll be right back.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction.
Good shit, my nigga. Good shit. I ain't even going to play with you. Good shit. Gurley due for a fumble.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about them taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, did you do what you gotta do?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good shit, buddy. Good shit.
Ready for DB.
Cool. Well, I don't play you the week after. I play you like 2 weeks before.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
I got an opportunity to start the season 5-0.
Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game.
When you want to play? Tomorrow?
On the road, tight. And they find a way to
win. Right now?
Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Gurley had his first 100 yards.
They gotta go play the Titans. I'm telling you now, nigga, they is no joke. They niggas got Joey Bosa.
DJ.
You let me know when you ready for me to go.
Hold on.
John, you can hear CJ?
Nah, thanks. Fuck him. He ain't say shit.
I can hear you a little bit. It's on when I talk. Not when you talk. You playing that John and DB for the night. I got you. It's all good.
I'm ready, John.
You ready, PJ? Nah, I'm waiting to see where he is. Yeah, what you think about that tree, nigga?
About that what?
That tree.
It is good. Is that lunch?
Yeah.
The best of the week, John.
You see, he's gonna say he ready.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking?
Yeah, why is Tyreek Hill always complaining?
Still undefeated. Congratulations. There's still a lot of season left, but you guys have clearly established yourself as one of the teams to be in the leads this season. It's finished? Okay, I'm about to go eat right now. I can't wait to see how far you can extend this streak. I'm about to. I ain't playing tonight, so yeah, after I get done eating, I'm about to. Huh? Shut up. Man, did you see me racking up the points out there? I knew I had it in me. And thanks to you that I got my chance. So, thanks. You're welcome. Seriously, man. Thanks for giving me a shot this week.
I don't wear ball, mains. All I ever do is ball, main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever
Going against the defense this week. You ready?
I got die by the nighttime.
Alright. You sending it or am I?
Who broadcasting? DB, if you broadcasting, can you turn the never mind, you don't got to, because it's good.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Passport.
Yeah, I just ran a
Damn, this nigga out for 6 weeks.
Some days I just have to check up on
My backup strong safety.
Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
That's it. You spitting like that in your own fucking house. And you not even by a fucking bathroom. That's nasty as fuck. Ew. That's some nasty shit.
What's the best at? Alright. Love you too.
So I'm about to get the whole house coronavirus. I ain't never been so many pussies in my life.
Well,
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
What?
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so
What?
icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my
What?
health. Lost a lot, but I came out with
Feel what?
Thank the Lord
What makes sense?
for in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
I've been changing my playbook. On the real, I play with like 4 different playbooks.
I gotta hope I don't play DB in 5 weeks.
Why?
My best receiver is injured.
More?
Nah.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
When this game is over, I'm good on whatever I need to do so you can advance the week. With that being said, I'll be watching this game. I'll holler at you niggas later.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Get this
now
nigga
the
a
man
game,
from
man.
UTEP, this is Aaron
ass,
Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Shirley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
there. Hey, check Mike 57. Alpha. I got you. I got you.
On third down, Shirley. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 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 check. Guys, listen.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken in at the 22. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Set, ready, and juice off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Set, 8, lead. Check 53. What's the run? They're running it. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Shirley. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to
you
execute.
blitzed the whole defense.
20. You want something to kickstart your drive and get to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to
I don't
kick
know why
it
you
away.
be doing that shit.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 60 on. Don't get nervous.
On 3rd and 2, Shirley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So that nigga Shirley won the starting job. That's crazy.
Throwing on 1st down, Shirley. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shirley, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Shirley. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, That's who you're looking for.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, eluding the tackle. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Mike's 50,
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Right there, 54, right? Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Leo!
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. An alley to run. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Jones, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 6-man. Check. Hey, box drop. Check 1 and 3. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
152 fighter.
On 3rd and 2, Shirley. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 8 read. Come on, let's go. Watch out. Topper.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Oh my God!
Yes, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Ingram holds it in. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Right there.
Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't do none of that. I just press triangle if I can pick it. If I can't pick it, I don't fuck with it. Because you're supposed to press L. You're supposed to press L1 to swat it, but, you know.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Down, 30 base. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go. Yeah. Smooth. Mike, 57. Target. Slam. Now.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
I'll go special. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the screen.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Yeah. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Yes! Yes! Thank you.
Chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Hey, man.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10, Shirley. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Bears.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on second down. Sherman, this is complete to Watkins on the slant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 out more.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
First down, here's White. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
He's Christian Travis.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Tight up. Protein spill.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Go ahead and give it. I'm done. You get advanced a week. Fuck, dude. All right, fool.
Offensively, but really not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
TLC. Yeah. man.